welcome back to the Inman Farm Heritage Days. I'm Dan Perkins, and it's January, which is why we've got thermals on and multiple layers of clothing. We've just finished Christmas tree season, and we're already plotting for all the acreage we have to cover cutting grass. And what we're plotting on is this. This is a, I don't know the year, it's an F1142 John Deere. They built these from 1990 to, or 1992 to 2000. I have no idea what year this is. We haven't really looked up the serial number yet. And when I was coming up, I remember these things. I think Ford copied them. I think Kubota copied them. I just remember this design of the front deck, the four-wheel drive tractor, the rear steer. These were everywhere. All the school systems had them to cut grass. These were like the thing to have before you had a zero-turn mower. And we're going to try to get this one back going because we do have a lot of acreage that we cut grass on in the summer, and it grows really fast here in Georgia, sun and rain. I wish we could get some of our crops like sugar cane and sorghum and some of those other things to grow that quickly, but the grass and the weeds always seem to grow quicker. This has been here for about 6 months, and we don't know a ton about it. It looks like it's got some wiring problems. It looks like it's got some issues. I know it's got a low tire, but the fuel tanks are full, so maybe we can have something else go along there. This is the 6-foot front cut deck, so it'll cover a lot of acreage really quickly. Full hydrostatic drive. It actually has a little Yanmar engine in it, a little 3-cylinder Yanmar, which I don't know. They said one of these was 22 horsepower and one of these was 24. It's marked as a John Deere engine, but let's just say we know that's a Yanmar. By pulling the fan, hey Kitty. This is Kitty, by the way. If you haven't met Kitty, she's in some of our videos and always coming around, and she's our shop cat and farm cat and always helps. I have pulled the fan through on this, and it is, the motor's not stuck. We've charged up the battery, but nothing happens with the starter. Nothing happens anything else. The side cover was off when it came here. I can tell by the box of parts or the crap parts they're laying in the floor. This is the deck engagement switch. Somebody's put a new one of that on, and there's another key switch laying up there. So like I said, we've got to dig through the wiring and see what we can come up with. So we're going to do some initial checks and see what we come up with. Voltage going to the front, trying to get to the ignition switch, and maybe we can get this thing fired up. We'll just have to see. Kitty, I'm trying to get to that battery, and I know you want to help, but you're not necessarily helping. So, all right, let's see here. The battery's charged up, 12.94 to the battery. Go around here to the starter motor. To the hot lead on the starters, 12.94. So we've got power to the starter motor. Wiring harness comes up here. This switch was already pulled out up here, so let's see if there's actually some voltage present here. Do you want to guess the red wire is the one that goes to the switch, Sam?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll guess that one. Red wire. And maybe I can find a ground somewhere on this rusty thing. Not yet. Let me ground to the alternator. Reach back here. See if it'll give me some voltage or tell me some voltage. Yep. There it is. 12.4 to the key switch. So if we got 12.4 up front, we should be somewhere else, right? Let me take the key switch out and we'll see if we can figure out one of these key switches actually works.
So Daniel, we figured out the problem yet?
Well, there's 2 key switches in the floor. So I mean, there's one there that's rusted up, this one that's in the column that's rusted up, this was open, so sure. But you know, when you find multiple parts laying around on it, I'm sure there has to be something. Oh wait, look, got something. This, if you look right here, look at all these connectors. They're just rusted and corroded and everything else. But what I just did, look, hey, look here. We got lights. We got activity. There's oil pressure, glow plugs, temperature. Fuel gauge doesn't work, but I know the tanks are full. Hey, the glow plug light went out. I wonder if that works. That's trying to do a starter solenoid, right? Sounds like. All right, let's go over there. We've come around the other side and got into this, and when Sam clicked the key a minute ago, I was able to find that this control box right here I assume is the safety box. It's got all the parking brake, you got the deck off, you know, you're not going to kill yourself when you crank it. I hear something clicking in there, like a relay's clicking for a starter solenoid, but we have nothing from the starter. So now I'm simply going to try to ohm out and find that wire in this bundle of harness and see. It's obviously running through this harness to see if I can find it somewhere coming out of the box. Maybe the box is working and we just got a bad wire. Let me set to a ohm scale here. If you don't have a multimeter, get you one. They are the world's greatest time saver when it comes to troubleshooting things. Hey, how's that possible? Or am I just finding ground? Well, that's odd. And they didn't show any continuity. They just buzzed at me.
Does the key need to be on?
Is the key on? Then I'm probably checking it the wrong way. You got it off?
It's on now.
Still doing the same thing. And no continuity. It's just not showing any continuity. It's just beeping because it's finding the ground path back somewhere. All right, I got to dig another minute. I don't know who built one of these things, but this plastic screws box idea had to be a John Deere thing. So what are we thinking? We're going to take it apart and find
Rat's nest.
Rat's nest, massive corrosion, missing components. I want to know how this may be. I wonder if somebody knew this was the problem and then got back to it and called John Deere and got a quote for about $14,000 to replace it and decided, nope, it's not worth it. That's how it wound up here. Oh yes, circuit board, my favorite. Okay. So one of those relays is clicking when we turn it over, and that's got to be the start relay, and this is the whole safety module board. What color wire goes to the starter? Solid red. Or when I was ohming that out and it gave me continuity on all three, is that because that board shorted out? Could prove to be interesting. See if I can find a pin on here. May not break it. Red. Ooh, see? All three of them showing continuity to the starter motor wire, but none of them providing power. Go ahead and click the key, Sam. Just twist the key and let me see which relay is clicking. I wonder if one of these relays went bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Lost it.
Lost it. What are you saying? It wasn't clicking anymore or something like that?
Yeah, now it's not. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, the old mechanical agitation. I'm gonna leave the key on.
Okay, just check for. There, I got a jab going back there. That's not gonna read right, not on AC voltage, DC voltage. Is there any voltage or anything back there?
0.5, 0.05.
Yeah. All right, well, let me determine how this board's wired. Okay, so it's getting late in the evening. We've not defeated. We've troubleshot some more wiring, figured out a few more things. We did lose the ignition switch to quit cranking the key. The safety buzzer actually came back to life as well. And we've got lights at the keypad, but it is not sending power to the starter still. We're going to look up a wiring diagram. But just to test starter and everything else, we're going to attempt and see if I've got a jumper wire and see if it will crank on its own and run. We know the glow plugs have been working, so hopefully it won't run us over and maybe it'll run. Just like that. Get to the fuel shut off because the solenoid's not working. But hey, that's something, and we'll keep messing with it.
We hope y'all got as much enjoyment out of watching this video as we did out of making it. We're trying really hard to produce some videos that are worthwhile and help y'all learn about what we're doing here at Inman Farm Heritage Days. If you like it, if you don't mind, help us out, click that like button and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you on the next time.